Stadium on the banks of the Brazos in Waco, Texas. The Knights will get us started with the opening kickoff. And he's not going to take the touchback. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Bears offense comes onto the field first today. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense is vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number one.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Working the big fella downfield and outside.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Pocket breaking down. Fires to the big fella. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. The Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Bought a little time, lets it go. Fires the pass, intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Give to the running back. Going the other way, and he's got room. Made a defender miss. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. The Knights come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Might as well give it to him again. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover. And you saw a great example of it.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that particular red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. No better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. And here comes the offense on second down. They'll keep it on the ground. Strong run and useful. Picks up 4 out to the 9. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll pull it down. Gets it out just short of the 20, out of bounds at the 19-yard line, and a little more room to operate. A lot of yardage in front of them, 1st and 10 from their own 19. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and...
Oh, he's got some space. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
The give on the inside. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Using the quick game. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He'll work his way down to the 28.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
that back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
The play action fake. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Grabbed behind the line. It's awesome. And they get him down.
Well, I think the quarterback was trying to push that ball deep down the field. Nobody was open, though, so he finds his fullback for a short gain.
Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Got it in the middle. It's Samuel.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And the Bears had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Catch in the middle, it's Samuel. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. They go to the ground. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. He'll set up to throw. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Bears!
Can't start a game any better than that. Defense gets the stop, gives it back to the offense. You march down the field, you score. They are in a great rhythm now on both sides of the ball.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. They're trying to put something, anything together to get that goose egg off the scoreboard, down 7-0. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. Got enough for the first down. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Knights have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. From the gun, the running back has it. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to first down. They've already moved the chains a couple of times on this drive, now out close to midfield. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your second guy gets hit, and you got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback, man.
Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Knights will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the end zone. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. And the holder will put it down on the left hash, a 34-yard attempt coming. The field goal is no good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Off the play fake. Rushes on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. Working the middle. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. The Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll give it to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Turning it on. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. And the Bears have this offense rolling. Off the play fake on first down. He'll take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, they hooked up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls incomplete.
Wants to fire on second down. Looking to scramble. Firing to the right, complete. And they're able to get him down.
I don't know what you want me to do. I mean, this guy is unbelievable. He's just got such elusiveness. You see him, he's getting outside the pocket, he's making you miss, and then all of a sudden, he's throwing completions. I got no answers for him.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure,
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
And you will always remember your first. And how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. Working the big fella to the corner. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Hauls it in. He'll go out of bounds at the 18-yard line.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Knights pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. To the air on first down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Oh, he should have had that one right in his hands, and he couldn't hang on. Typically, he makes that play. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on second down. Fires to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Now, they missed a field goal on the last drive, but you need to get points here, so they need to pick up some yardage to at least get in range for their kicker. Fires toward the end zone. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. The holder will kneel at the 24, a 34-yarder coming from the right hash. And it slips just inside that right upright. Hold on just a second, guys. Flag on the play. This could turn out to be a huge penalty. Thought they were going to have to settle for 3, and now the offense back on the field with a chance for more. Wants to throw again. And the pressure was too much. They get it at the 15.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see their general...
Got some room into the goal line. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
And I love this because you got second and really, really long. And what's the idea of the offensive coordinator? Get third and manageable. Nice job getting a run, not only a positive run, shoot, you almost got the first down. Now you're set up for good success on third down.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. So they are denied a touchdown on this drive, but they'll try to put up a 3 spot before the break. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Their hope for a touchdown gone by the boards, but they'll try to put up 3 before going to the locker room. And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. That'll bring him to within 4.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? Low-scoring first half, but now an opportunity to get things off on the right foot here in the third quarter.
Well, and the good thing is you had time to go in the locker room. You had time to discuss what they're doing, what our plan of action is now moving forward, Palmer. They might have caught them off guard a little bit. They know they should have made some adjustments.
Yeah, you had a chance to regroup and go back and think about, okay, where do we think we have our best chance of success?
Breaks into the open. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
They'll line up for a second down play. Trying play action. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. The Knights are on the move. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Finds his big tight end. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to pass. Looking down the middle. Working on the right. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. The Knights, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Oh, they're after him! And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle trying to steamroll his way in. Touchdown, UCF! They take the lead with the 6. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Looking to throw on first down. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Give to the back. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because
just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good second down situations.
Now the play fake. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Intercepted for the 11th time. He stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. Caught over the middle. It's Anthony. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun. Wants to pass. Looking left. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Knights send out the punt unit. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Takes this handoff and headed to the right.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Bears in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Power football with the run. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. Back to pass, it's Knights. Makes the catch. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. And the Bears are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
The Bears really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. They're working that left side. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. There's no need to panic or anything, but this would be a really opportune time to put something together and try to take control of this game.
And sometimes you just come out as the favorite, and you're a little bit flat, and you expect to win. And sometimes that leads to slow starts, but I think if they can get that passion, that adrenaline, they get a little fired up right here, I think they'll take care of business.
And they just got to make a play. They just got to get something.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Baylor!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They'll send the back in motion. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. Pulls it in. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. Makes the grab on the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Pulls and fires complete to the right. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. That's the end of the period. Baylor is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So we open the final period with a third down play. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Touchdown, Knights! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
And that is phenomenal quarterbacking. Understanding right away, dude, you're going to bring pressure. I'm getting the ball to my playmaker right now. Let him do the rest. Let him glide into the end zone. Make me look really good. Good timing, good decision by the quarterback, getting it out quick.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
What a great play by the defensive tackle. Look, sacks aren't just for very athletic, long defensive ends. These D tackles, man, they use their strength. They push linemen back in the pocket, collapse it, and come away with the sack.
Gets it out quickly. Powers through. There he goes. Big pickup before he goes out of bounds, but there is a flag. We'll have to see if it stands. There are penalties you sort of forget about and others that sort of stick with you for a while. You get a play like that wiped out, that one's going to linger. Gets it out fast. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the
picked off. What a play to set him up. Got room on the return. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His second big game-changing play in this football game.
The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Back to pass. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple. The Knights are at the line looking to convert on third and short. He'll do it himself. They got zero push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And that decision will be questioned for a while. They'll run him behind the big guys on the left. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. So no room to run there, and you wonder after that loss on first down where they turn now.
Yeah, and that's why it's so important for the defense to win these first downs, right? You want to create negative plays to make this offense so much more predictable.
trying to make magic with his feet. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. And the Bears are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Got his man quickly. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down.
Great job by the running back on this play. It's a big 3rd down, and his ability to catch the ball, turn around, get north, make a guy miss, and go move the sticks. Awesome individual effort. Quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Got it in the middle. It's Barton. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. Great. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. The Bears come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Working that left side now. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Under fire. Out of the backfield, he's open. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. He knew he was going to have to pay the price, and he did, but the reward is the 1st down.
Yep, and he hung in there just long enough. I think he did a really good job hanging in there, finds the running back. And listen, when you choose to blitz, now you got to tackle my guy in space. Running back does a great job getting the 1st down.
Right on the money. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. And the Bears getting set on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, down the throw. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. The Bears with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Got his man down the middle. That completion will take him inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
And even though his team is trailing, this guy has stepped up time and time again for his offense. Already over 100 yards, and now comes up with a massive play in a 2-minute situation.
They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. He's got it and still on his feet. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands.
Touchdown, Bears! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
And the timing had to be perfect. Down here this close to the red zone, the windows to throw into are so small, but the quarterback, his receiver, on the same page. And with that touchdown catch, they now take the lead.
He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Flips it out on the screen. Got room at the 35. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. They'll try the run. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Fires to the middle. It's caught. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Now they'll run the draw.
And they try to sneak the run in there, but immediately you got to call a timeout here. You got to stop the clock. Then you can get organized, go to the sidelines, still have one left after that. You realize you got to get points, but now you get to get your quarterback over here and get in his ear a little bit.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to throw, and he's got to do it here late. The little soft flip pass falls incomplete.
Well, obviously here in the fourth quarter trailing, they're going to be throwing the ball, trying to get back in this game. Couldn't come up with it there on second down. We're expecting them to throw it here on third.
Unleashes one deep. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone.
And if you're the defense right now, you've given up some yards on this drive, but you've got a possession lead. You just need one more stop after that last incompletion setting up fourth down.
Throws toward the end zone. It's picked up.